Yo, a little bit late, but how is everybody doing, man? How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's having fun, with family, spending time with the family. That's the biggest thing. And that's the biggest thing, man. But whoa, what is good with everybody, man? Um, let's talk, man. Let's talk some Raider football, man. I know I've been out for a little bit, but hey, ain't been much to talk about really. But the stuff that there is to talk about, I'm gonna talking with you guys right now. But shout out to everybody already in the chat, man. Shout out to Sean Johnson. Says Andy was good. Nothing much was good with you. He says Raider Nation for life. Let's go. Happy holidays. Appreciate you. He also says, are we still in the playoff hunt? We are. We are. So I want to talk about all that fun, good stuff with y'all, man. I want to talk about it all with everybody in here. And I do want to give, before the show even starts, man, Merry Christmas to everybody in the chat, man. Merry Christmas to everybody, man. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays. And if there's no holidays that you guys celebrate, I hope that everybody's just taking this time to spend with family, catch up, relax. And if you got work, man, work hard. It's gonna pay off, man. I want to start it off with that, man. I want to start it off with that. And but yeah, let's get into it. So shout out to my boy OG says Merry Christmas, Mandy. Thank you. And Raider Champion, what's good with you, my boy? And Aaron Cortez, he says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all you guys, man. Merry freaking Christmas. I know some people might celebrate it on the 24th. They will maybe stay up till midnight. But we do it in the morning. So you want the link, Hammer? Let's do it, Hammer. Let me send that over. My boy. Shoot. Let's see. Little. Shit. Fucking. Why not? Right. Why not? Let's do it. Let's see, man. Let's see. But like I said, how is everybody doing, man? Hope everybody's spending great quality time right now. Glad to see y'all again, man. It's been a while. It's been a freaking minute. It has been a freaking minute. Definitely has been a freaking minute. I just been working, man. Been working, doing my thing. Missed y'all though, for sure. Missed you guys, man. But let me send that over right now. To my boy Hammer. Let's see. Catch already says Yee was good. Gucci Andy was good with you, my boy. Man, let's talk about it though. Let's freaking talk about it. Definitely. Let me get this sent over. So look, I know. My boy Sean in the chat had asked earlier, are we still in the playoff contention? We indeed are. Now, with us, thankfully, we have all AFC games left. All of our games are AFC opponents. That's very, very lucky in our case. That's very, very lucky for us that right now we have only AFC opponents. Obviously, that's going to help us get a spot in the playoffs. And I said it. If you want to get in, it started last week, right? It really should have started weeks and weeks before. But right now, you have to do everything right. You cannot lose. I think if you lose now, you're done. But as far as right now goes, you face the Colts. They are an AFC opponents. Obviously, you face the Chargers and the Donkeys. Those are two AFC opponents. It helps that we could possibly get a 1-up on the Chargers and a 1-up on the Broncos if we do win out. Now, facing the Colts, that is going to be a very tough opponent in my opinion. But I do not want to overlook the Denver Broncos whatsoever. But without further ado, let me pull my boy Hammer in here, man. What's up with you, my boy?
Merry Christmas, bro. I haven't seen you in a minute. I just wanted to hop on, wish you a Merry Christmas, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Definitely. Likewise. Goes both ways, man. It's been a minute. It's been a big minute. It's been a big minute since I've been. I think it's been like a week or something like that, man. But yeah, I just been working. Simple as that. Just been working.
Never stops, bro. Grind never stops.
Never ever. But yes, I was just talking about it, man. Only AFC opponents going forward. There's still a chance. There is still a chance. You know, and it kind of sucks that we waited this long to kind of turn the heat on a little bit. But thankfully, we got Drew Lock, and you know, we should definitely go out and beat Drew Lock with, I don't want to say with ease, but you shouldn't really have too big of a deal beating Drew Lock. I know Vegas is not really the best situation in terms of our fans. They're not really showing up there, but whatever, man. It's kind of tough. It is pretty tough, but I hope the Raider Nation shows out, man. I hope the Raider Nation shows out.
I'm just nervous right now about the secondary because Faison is out now. Abram is out for the year. They're saying that they could potentially activate Gillespie off the IR. If they do, he'll probably be starting at the safety position on Sunday. Those are my concerns right now. Like, Perryman should be back. I think right now he's down as questionable. Waller's going to be out again. We know this at this point, but we got to keep this shit going. 3 games left, all AFC teams. We got to get this win right now is very, very important. Every game is important, but this in front of us is the most important one for us if we want to continue to have any hope in being in the playoffs. We got to just keep this shit going.
Yes, definitely. I mean, shout out to Raider Champion. He just said it. Thankfully, tomorrow, if Hobbs and Faison both get a negative COVID test, they will be able to play Sunday. So that would be huge for us. That would be absolutely huge if we could get Hobbs and maybe Faison. I'm not the biggest fan on Faison, but that would be huge. That would be huge. Obviously, the depth is not there right now. You'd be back to where you were last year, having Keyshawn Nixon having to play. And I don't want that, man. I don't want that, man.
He didn't do too bad last week, though. He didn't do too bad against Cleveland.
And here's what I will say, because the more and more that I was thinking about it, you know, I've been pretty positive about our defense, you know, because it's held us in games. But what I will say, because this defense, with how, I don't want to say conservative it can be, but with how much they put everything in front of them, it allows the guys that shouldn't really be performing to perform. So, like in this case, Brandon Faison, his first weekend, nobody expected him to perform at all. We wanted him to be able to, but nobody expected him to. But because Gus Bradley's system has everything in front of them, players can make plays, right? And Keyshawn Nixon, he didn't look horrible because of this scheme. But at the same time, what this scheme doesn't do, I feel like it doesn't bring the best out of players. You know, I feel like it doesn't bring the best out of players besides Perryman. That's the only one. That might.
That's because he played in the system. But I'll tell you, one linebacker right now that can't play in the system for shit, Corey Littleton.
Yeah, it's kind of like he'll have his days where it's like, oh, there he goes. He's turning the corner. And then it'll be like, oh, we're going to face a run team. We're kind of fucked. Corey Littleton is not a downhill. He's not a downhill linebacker. And then you look at it, Divine Diablo. When we first picked him up, I know people were questioning, oh, here we go again, converting a safety to linebacker. What are his instincts going to be like against the run? Because safeties usually in college, they don't have to really do much against the run. You know, usually that front line is so stout for them in college that they don't have to go up against them. So a lot of us were kind of like, okay, well, what are we going to do? And I looked at the film. I said, you know what? This guy at linebacker, I have a whole video on it. I said, this guy at linebacker, I think the only reason why he was pulling off a lot of those gaps was because he knew he was the last line of defense. And it's kind of showing now where he doesn't have to pull off those run fits, and he's making plays. And he is making plays. And I think that with him getting all these reps now, going into next year when he is comfortable at linebacker, it'll be
a starter.
It'll be big for us. Now, obviously, we don't know what that means going forward. We may have to switch a whole new scheme, and that could suck. But it also could benefit a lot of our players. And shout out to ONT6 Soldier, man. He says, happy holidays, Andy and Hammer. Raiders. Always, man, always. And shout out to Hammer for just pulling up. He's like, hey, man, send me the link, man. So
I'm at work, and this is the first time I've had a chance to really, like, catch you on as opposed to doing a game. So I was like, let me pull up to little bro, wish him a Merry Christmas, even though I'm at work. And my unfortunate Guys, I told y'all it was gonna happen. I walked in the second I walked through the door. Yo, you're mandated. So I'm stuck here till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
So,
Yeah.
but I just wanted to come in and show some love, little bro. I'll definitely talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everybody in the chat. Continue to show my man love and support, and sub to the channel if you're in here for the first time. Shields up. I'll see you guys soon.
Hey, same to you, man. Everybody, if you haven't already subscribed to Hammer, man, go check out that man's channel. Easily, just like that, man. Just like that.
1,300 and growing. This shit don't grow without y'all. So much love to y'all. Take care, bro.
Thank you, man. But yeah, shout out to Hammer for pulling up, man. But look, yes, shout out to OG. Says they're going to be testing up until Sunday morning. So there is the possibility that the Raiders can get Nate Hobbs back and Brandon Faison before our matchup against the Denver Broncos. Now, I believe Rich Versace earlier today mentioned that Darren Waller is trending in the right direction, but not to play this week. I'm really, really interested into seeing when we have to face Indianapolis a week from Sunday, how much not having Darren Waller could affect us. I really feel like we need a guy like Darren Waller going into Indianapolis because they have linebackers, and they have linebackers that can cover. They have linebackers that can stop the run. They got linebackers that can do it all. And I feel like you need Darren Waller to pull some of those linebackers out of position, to pull a safety down where they shouldn't be. We need that. We absolutely need that. But going into this Broncos game, we're facing a Drew Lock in the Broncos. I'm not too worried about Drew Lock whatsoever. But what I will say is that what we need to do starting off, we got to set the tone. Whether it's our defense on the field first, simple, just like we did the week before, get after the quarterback and get off the field. Simple as that. And on offense, man, you have to continue to be able to score. I know it's something that we have continuously not been able to do, but we have to be able to score, man. This Denver defense is looking better without a guy like Von Miller, and they are missing a lot of people. So we definitely need to take advantage of our circumstances. I feel like we said that so many times this year, Red Nation. We said that so much this year, but it is what it is, man. I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very excited with the fact that I know it kind of sucks. Yet again, we kind of seen this with Malcolm Kuntz, right? We got to see Malcolm Kuntz because one of our players went down. Well, looks like our safety room is going to be very, very, very depleted. So we finally might be able to see one of my favorite guys in Tyree Gillespie. It says you got a bot. What does that mean? What does that mean? But yeah, let me see. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, but it is what it is. And yeah, shout out to Richard. Says Merry Christmas, everyone. Simple as that, man. Simple as that. Levy has me shook starting. Hope Diablo plays safety, and we go with Littleton and Perryman. Yes, Perryman is another guy that we could possibly get back. But who knows? Who knows, man? Raider champion, you got a bot in the chat. Done. Oh, I don't know, man. But look, at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna just go off a list of all the stuff that we got going for us this week, man. It's not much. And it's not, Andy, I need a Diablo. I agree, man. That Diablo jersey would be crazy. That number 5? That number 5 would be crazy good. That number 5 would be crazy good. But okay. So obviously, when we are facing teams, right? When we're facing teams, big thing that kind of sucks for us is our run defense, right? And sadly, it's looking like Big Hank might be out. He's listed as questionable. It could be a little bit tough for us, right? Because in my opinion, they have a very good set of backs, right? You got Melvin Ingram, and then you got Javonte Williams, I think, who is no slouch by any means, right? I really, really, really need us to be able to perform, right? I mean, whether it's Solomon Thomas, whether it's Quinn Jefferson, I do think that we'll be without Big Hank, man. I think we'll be without Jonathan Hankins, which sucks because he is probably our only good, consistent run stopper. But what I will prefer us, what I want us to do would be add freaking Cleveland Furrow to that defensive tackle spot, man. Let him get some reps because he is a good run stopper, whether he's on the inside or outside. But it looks like we will be without him. Roderick Teamer, possibility that we could be. He could be back with the lineup if he does test negative. Roderick Teamer could test negative. Jermaine Illuminor could test negative. Nate Hobbs can test negative, and we would have all these guys back, and that would be amazing for us. If we can get Jermaine Illuminor, if we can get Roderick Teamer, if we can get Nate Hobbs back, bingo, I would love that. And as a matter of fact, if we could get Jermaine Illuminor back, I would start Jermaine Illuminor over Brandon Parker starting this game. Personally, I would start Jermaine Illuminor over Brandon Parker to start off this game because I just think he has it more than a guy like Brandon Parker. No, Willie, he's not back. He does need a test negative tomorrow, or Sunday. It'd have to be early Sunday for him to be back. And yes, OG, I did see that, man. Cleveland was getting pressures. He was getting back there, man. He was definitely getting back there. But what he was doing his best at was, like I said, he was doing his best against the run. Now, another thing I missed with you guys was our Pro Bowlers. Our Pro Bowlers, man. What do you guys think about our Pro Bowlers? You know, Hunter Renfrow did not make the Pro Bowl. Yannick did not make the Pro Bowl. Obviously, these guys are all alternates, but that's pending if guys can't make it or can't go. That's what it is. But we did have some Pro Bowlers, you know, Denzel Perryman, Max Crosby, AJ Cole. That's awesome. That's awesome, right? We got ourselves some Pro Bowlers, man, and I'm very, very happy to see that. Renfro definitely needs more love, Willie C. Definitely. No doubt he needs more love. Easily. That man needs to have more respect. Hunter is the best slot receiver in the conference. Honestly, with how much Cooper Kupp has been playing on the outside as well, I'd go as far to say that Hunter Renfrow is the best Hunter Renfrow may be the best slot receiver in the league. And the only reason why I say that is because Cooper Kupp, with him, I think he's at almost 1,700 yards. With him right now playing a lot on the outside as well, I'd move up Hunter Renfrow possibly. You know, Hunter Renfrow is a reliable man. He's not just reliable. This man is he's gonna do it all, man. He'll make tackles on special teams. He'll return on special teams. He'll cover on special teams. He will get the third downs. He will get the first downs. He will get the touchdowns. There's not much that man can't do. And I think that Hunter Renfrow, that man he demands some respect. And I will say that the NFL and a lot of the media has been giving Hunter Renfrow more respect in terms of route running, giving him a lot more clips this year on social media and all that kind of stuff. But definitely, man, Hunter Renfrow is out there as one of our best. Daniel Carlson got snubbed. I wouldn't necessarily say that he got snubbed, man. And the reason why I say that he didn't is because he went through a cold streak. And I will say that cold streak hurt us. It definitely hurt us. So, you know, I feel like in this day and age, for you to be considered a Pro Bowler, it's two things. It's two things for Pro Bowlers, man. Obviously, you got to put up the numbers, but it's a popularity contest. That's what the Pro Bowl is. It's a popularity contest. And guess what? This is not even Max Crosby's best year in terms of sacks. This is just Max Crosby's best year in terms of pressures and tackles for loss. But guess what? Since the media is putting up a lot of attention on Max Crosby now, he's a Pro Bowler. He wasn't a Pro Bowler when he had 10 sacks his rookie year, had better stats than Nick Bosa. He wasn't a Pro Bowler then because the media wasn't hyping him up. But now that the media is giving him his light that he deserves, he's now a Pro Bowler. But in terms of Hunter Renfrow, I think he'll be a Pro Bowler, but next year. Same thing with a guy like Nate Hobbs. He's not getting his respect. He's getting his respect with the Raiders fans, with the Raiders organization, but he's not getting his respect in terms of media. The media is not talking about him, so that's why he's not in the Pro Bowl. He definitely deserves to be. The man hasn't given up a sack. Same with Casey. I mean, he hasn't given up a touchdown. Same with Casey Hayward. Hasn't given up a touchdown, but guess what? It's a popularity contest. This right here, talking, that's going to win you Pro Bowls. That's going to get you into the Pro Bowl. It's a popularity contest as well as the stats. But guess what? When we're talking about a corner, two corners that haven't given up a touchdown, I mean, you need to be considered one of the best, right? But they're not. You know why? Because it's not just that. Thank you, Cash Lord. That's also another thing. You take away Max being held, he has like 20 sacks, bro. That man is very, 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 very disruptive. And yes, I agree. If he's not getting held every play, that man might have a 50 piece right now. Like, that man is insane. He is insanely good. So, yes. Some Raider fans think Max is trash. Well, it's kind of weird because, Max Crosby right now, he's doing everything for that defensive line. He's getting tackles for loss. He's getting sacks. Obviously, he's been on a pretty big cold streak right now in terms of sacks, but he's been doing it all. He's been doing it all, right? So our fan base can be crazy at times, definitely. And shout out to Gilbert, man. He says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well, man. I hope everybody's doing well in here. I know a lot of you guys are spending a lot of time with family right now because not many of you guys are in the live. But shout out to everybody who is here right now. Appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. But this is the thing. At the end of the day, y'all, I'm going to go back to the Broncos. At the end of the day, we face the Broncos 2 days. 2 days from now, we face the Broncos. We're going up against Drew Lock. I said this when we faced Teddy Bridgewater. The second you put Teddy Bridgewater behind the 8 ball just a little bit, put him down by 10 points, it's game over for the Broncos. And the reason why I say if you put the Broncos behind the 8 ball by just 10 points, they lose the game. The reason why I say that is because, look, right now, Teddy Bridgewater on the bench. But I said the same thing when Teddy Bridgewater was a starter. And I'll say the same thing now with Drew Lock. And it may just be 7 points. But you go up by 7 points or 10 points on Drew Lock, you now put the pressure on him. He will break. Drew Lock is not a good quarterback. He's not going to throw you back in the game. He's not going to win you a game. And best believe if he has Max and Yannick and Quentin Jefferson and Solomon Thomas and Cleveland and Malcolm Kuntz and Carl Nassib all getting pressure consistently, it's game over. It's game over. Yes, Willie C. We need another 5-pick game. The same thing that we did last year to Drew Lock. I think it was in Denver. The same thing. Oh no, that when we had 5 turnovers. I think we had our 6 turnovers where we had 4 picks and 2 forced fumbles. Same thing. Drew Lock does not have it. Drew Lock is not the guy to beat us. Now, Drew Lock can definitely win this game by game managing if our defensive line allows us to get pushed and blown off the line of scrimmage and they can run the ball all game, then we'll lose. Then Drew Lock will win that way. He can win that way. Because then the pressure is not on him. But if he has the pressure of trying to make a comeback and win a game and go down and score, where he has to score and has to throw the ball, done. He's done. Start Barber. We will win out. Promise. I agree, man. I think that Josh Jacobs right now. I'm not sure what's going on. He may just be in his head, or I'm honestly not too sure. He could just be in his own head right now. He could still be a little bit out of it from what happened with Henry Ruggs, right? But I think right now Josh Jacobs is not our guy going forward. He should not be starting. I would love to just give the start to Peyton Barber or Trey Regis. Simple as that. That's no disrespect to Josh Jacobs. You know, he's done some great things with the Raiders, but as of right now, in terms of winning games, he's not going to help us win games. He does not have what it takes to win us a ball game right now, and that's just a fact. He has not been doing what needs to be done. So yes, I agree with you. I would love to have Peyton Barber or Trey Regis get the start. I would love it. I would love it. My boy Roy says we need to come strong right out the gates. Simple as that, my man. Simple as that, my man. Simple, simple, simple. It's easy. It's easy. But what is the one thing that I've said every single week? Consistency on first and second down, right? That's everything. That's the same thing I've been saying that for how many weeks? And how many weeks have we not been consistent on those downs? And we've lost games. And when we are consistent on those downs, we've won games. It's not rocket science, right? It's not rocket science. We have to be able to be consistent and efficient on first and second downs, man. Simple as that. Simple as that. But look, let me go look at some other stuff, man. Let me go look at some other stuff, right? Obviously, Jonathan Abram, we're gonna be without him for the rest of the year. Shout out to him for playing through some dislocated shoulders and all that kind of stuff. So shout out to him, big time. But what I will talk about right now, is dun 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 dun. Look. Schedule going forward, right? We have the tiebreaker over the two teams ahead of us in the 9th seed and the 8th seed. We have the tiebreakers over the Baltimore Ravens, and we have the tiebreakers over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, look at who are the other two teams ahead of us. You got the Colts, we play them, and you got the Chargers, we play them, right? Listen, y'all. We have to take advantage of our circumstances. It is hard. Asking us to win 4 in a row is hard. But guess what? We opened up the season 3-0. And guess what? Our first loss was against the Chargers. So if you really want to go out and prove that you deserve to be in the playoffs and prove that you're a good team, you go out and beat the team that gave you your first loss. And going from there, it's any given Sunday, because if you win out, you're in the playoffs. 10-7 gets you in the playoffs, especially if other teams fall. If you beat the Chargers, you may be able to overtake them if you win out. You may be able to overtake them. If you beat the Colts, you may be able to overtake them if you win out. And that wouldn't get us just a 7 seed. That would get us maybe the 6th, the 5th. Because look, right now, guys, if we enter the playoffs with the 7th, we're facing the Chiefs first round. We're facing the Chiefs first round if we get in on the 7th seed. Now, if we get the 6th or the 5th, you're looking at the Titans, you're looking at Buffalo, and the Titans without Derek Henry doesn't look the same. They don't. So, it is what it is, man. Yes, Trailer Park Bunny. I agree. You need to utilize Jalen Richard on 3rd down, especially to block. Factuals. It's simple as that, man. So look, 3rd down. Most of the time, 80% of the time, our third downs. Oh, Chiefs will get it. So then we'll probably face who's the 2nd seed? Who's 2nd seed right now? I'm not sure who the 2nd seed is. Y'all could, the fucking Patriots. Goddamn. But look, 3rd downs, our 3rd downs is usually 3rd and 8 or longer. So guess what? Jalen Richard is the perfect back. He's very good at picking up blitzes. He's very good at blocking when edge rushers get free. And he can catch pretty well out of the backfield, and he really understands DC's timing on when he needs to go out wide for a little check pass. You know, he's good at that. He's good at that. There's nothing wrong with being good at that, right? Obviously, you don't want that to start, but for that to be on third downs, you want that. You want that. And I agree, 100%. Trailer Park, 100%, 100%. My boy Roy says losing Abram is a big loss in my opinion. I can agree with you there. I can agree with you. He's coming off of possibly his best game of the season. In my opinion, I really feel like we were using Abram out of position. Each time that we saw Abram go into a hook or anything deeper than a flat, because anything deeper than a flat, he should never be in. Anything deeper than a flat, he's out of position. You should not put Jonathan Abram in that position. And when we did, he got exposed. He did. Evan Ingram made him look silly. Freaking the dude, I don't know, Duke Johnson or whatever Johnson from the Chiefs made him look silly. The man was getting mossed each time he was out of position. But when he's in position, when he has to make the tackle in the flats, he's the first man there. We saw him. He was making big plays, or he was timing the snap count. He was diagnosing plays. He was reading plays. It shows that this man is watching film. And yes, I do think it's a big loss. I don't think it's a huge loss, but I do agree that it is a big loss. To our run defense, because each time I saw somebody getting close to a player against the run, was either Jonathan Abram, Denzel Perryman, or Nate Hobbs. And right now we're down Jonathan Abram, Denzel Perryman, and Nate Hobbs. All those guys are out. And our run defense can be very, very much exposed even more than what it already was. You know, our run defense with those three guys was bad. But without Denzel Perryman, without Jonathan Abram, without Nate Hobbs, it can get scary if they decide to just run the ball going forward. It can get real spooky for us. Real spooky. And shout out to everybody in the chat to say Merry Christmas, man. I want to say the same thing to you guys. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody, like I said, spending time with family, all that. All that good stuff, man. All that good stuff. And shout out to Rick Glenn, man. Says happy holidays. Hope all is well for all of Raider Nation. I agree, man. All of Raider Nation. I hope everybody's doing good, man. And if you do not celebrate Christmas, well, guess what? Spend this time with your family. You know, do what you need to do. And if you're working, like I said earlier in the live, work hard, man. Because there's nothing but good that comes out of hard work, man. So if you're working right now during this time and you don't have it off like everybody else, work harder, man. Work harder. Because guess what? While you're working, we're right here relaxing with the family, so you can get a step ahead of all these guys, right? So but with that being said, man, my boy ONC6 Soldier with a great comment. I love this comment. It says, Andy, how would you fix the offensive line? This one is a little bit tough. It's a little bit tough because I think that it's how do I say this, man? Our offensive line, it sucks, right? It definitely does suck. But there's something weird right now that's telling me that our offensive line isn't horrible. It can get better. I think simply for starters, you have to address your right tackle. No doubt in my mind. You have to address the right tackle position. The right tackle position, in my opinion, is your biggest need. Your right tackle sucks. And with your right tackle sucking, you have to be able to replace that. Now, in my opinion, with all of the reps that Alex Leatherwood has gotten at right guard now, I think, in my opinion, because I just saw Raider Champions comment, I would leave Alex Leatherwood at right guard. I would, because at this point, I don't want Alex Leatherwood to move from right tackle to right guard and get comfortable out of position, just to go back to where he was playing horribly at right tackle. And it'll just I just don't want to do that. I don't want to be mixing it up so much. I feel like we already tweaked our mistake, and our mistake is Alex Leatherwood. I think we already tried and tweaked it. I think the tweak is working a little bit better than what it was before. And I feel like right now, Alex Leatherwood is fine. He will get better with time. I'd say keep him there. He has great size, great length, great power, all that kind of stuff for an interior run blocker. His pass block can get better. 1,000,000% his pass blocking can get better. But I really do think that you have to go out and address right tackle. And I understand what you mean, Raider champion, because if you move right tackle, if you move Alex Leatherwood back to right tackle, you can get a very, very, very good guard at a fraction of the price, than if you were to try and replace a tackle, right? Because guard money and tackle money is very, very different. So I like that thought, Raider champion. I really do, because it saves us a lot of money. But I don't want to continue to move Alex Leatherwood around. I want him to get comfortable, stay there, do what he needs to do to get better. But I don't want to chance it, right? Because I feel like if you're doing that, you're not giving Derek Carr a sense of security, right? And I feel like if you're doing that, you're keeping Derek Carr, right? So I don't want us to move that, because you're not giving DC a sense of security. You're not. So I don't want us to do that. But it is what it is, man. I think right tackle obviously is far more expensive, but I would love for us to just address that, get your right tackle of the future, and move forward. That's what I feel like we should do. As far as my boy Raul says, who's taking Abram's spot tomorrow? Man, that's a tough one. Who's taking Abram's spot tomorrow? Well, if Gillespie is able to have a negative test, then I think Gillespie will probably be that strong safety role. I think Diablo would take over where Abram was, though. I think Gillespie will get a lot of burn, but I think that Abram's absence will be filled in by Gillespie and Diablo. And that's if Roderick Teamer doesn't get a negative test, because Roderick Teamer, if he gets a negative test, we could be back in business. You would just have to move Diablo over there. So shout out to my boy Roy. He says, Merry Christmas to you and the entire Raider Nation. Let's get that W as a late Christmas gift. I like that thinking right there, my man. I love that thinking. I hope so, man. They gave us a what if we get the perfect? What if we get the perfect? It's not perfect because we've been sucking ass, but they made our Thanksgiving very, very nice, beating the Cowboys. My boy Roy, right here. What if the Raiders can make our Christmas just even better by winning a day after Christmas? That would be absolutely perfect. And then you can start off the New Year's perfectly with a win. Listen, Roy, you're onto something. If we can, we already checked one box, winning on Thanksgiving. We already checked one. Let's win the day after. Let's win the day after Christmas, and let's start the new year with a win. How about that? We need that. We need that, man. We need that. We need it. And then you're just one game away. Then you just got to face the Chargers. I say just, like the Chargers aren't amazing, but yeah, that would be perfect. That'd be a perfect scenario. That'd be a perfect scenario. Shout out to Roy, man. Appreciate you. My boy D Raider says, "Merry Christmas, Andy. Stay blessed, nation." Yes. And listen, y'all. I know a lot of you guys right now. They're gonna be spending a lot of time with family from out of town and all that kind of good stuff. So I know it's family, but stay corona free, man. Stay corona free. Stay as safe as possible as you can. But spend that time with your loved ones, man. Spend that time with your loved ones. I'm more concerned about Indianapolis than LA, to be honest. I agree with that. Personally, I agree with that. Because I think right now, Indianapolis has hit their stride. They have hit their stride. They have probably the best running back in the league right now, like in terms of playing, right? Obviously, CMC and Derek Henry, those guys aren't like they're not playing, so I wouldn't say those guys, but they got the best running back that's playing right now, and their defense is playing out of their mind. And we play, I think, Indianapolis at home, so they wouldn't have to worry about any weather. So I agree. The Chargers have looked pretty, not beatable, but they looked human. Meanwhile, the Colts have just hit their stride at the perfect time. So it's kind of tough. It's a kind of tough scenario right now. But yes, I agree. I think, oh no, it's no, we're playing them at Lucas Oil, but isn't that a dome? Isn't that a dome stadium? Andy Carr won his first game this year throwing under 300 yards against the Brownies. Yes, but we had a lot of help thanks to the defense. The defense won us that game. I'm not sure if anybody's denying that, but I think the defense won us that game. But I'm pretty sure, isn't that stadium isn't that a dome? Yes, it is a dome. Okay, perfect. So yeah, it's a little tricky though. My boy Eric says, "What's good, Raider Nation?" Nothing much, just chilling with y'all. You feel me? But it is what it is, man. I got a question for y'all though. I got a question for y'all. Do y'all want me to pull up on a live tomorrow with you guys after everybody's opened their gifts and stuff like that? You ready? You guys ready to talk that Raider football? On Christmas? It wouldn't be until probably the evening or the noon or after like 5 o'clock. I'd say maybe around like 5 o'clock. Maybe. Would y'all want to live tomorrow? Let me know, man. Let me know. Damn, that's how I drink Corona. Yes, it's a dome. Okay, my boy Aaron Cortez says yes. Okay. My boy Snoop says happy holidays, Raider Nation. Yes. Shout out to my boy Snoops. Snoops, what's good, my boy? You going live Sunday for the game? Yeah, hell yeah, I think so. If Grab is going live on his channel, I'll for sure be there with him. If not, I'll hold it down on Sunday. If he's not gonna go live, I'll hold it down for sure. But if he is, then yeah, simple. Hell yeah, live tomorrow. Okay, let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'll try and get that. I'll get that done for y'all, man. We'll go live tomorrow. Sometime. Just wait on that notification to pop up and boom, I'll be on here. Sounds good. All right, Roy. All right, you better be there. You better be there, my boy. But look, man. Look, let's see. Because right now I want to see the list of all the Broncos players that are out. I know there's a lot of them. For the Broncos, Teddy Bridgewater, obviously, Kenny Young, Kareem Jackson, Draymond Jones. Kareem Jackson, that's a big name. Caden Stearns has been getting better. He's been doing okay. Shelby Harris, I definitely don't want to face Shelby Harris. That man always does great. Andy, when are you starting draft talk and film after the season? Listen, man, I wanted to do film all throughout the whole year, but there is no film. I don't. I think Sanjeet has somebody that gets it for him, and I think Rate the Tape has somebody that gets it for him. I'm gonna have to look into that because I really want to do film. I that was one of my favorite things to do, man. And it still is. I just got to get my hands on it. But Sean, most likely a little bit closer to the off season, and definitely throughout the off season I'll have that draft 1000%. And with the draft comes a lot of film because I really want to know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about film. So I want to make sure that I know everything that I want to talk about when I'm talking about draft prospects. And in terms of film, man, I really just need somebody. I really just need somebody that can get their hands on it and send it to me because I don't have no access to film right now, which sucks because I really wanted to be doing that within the season with you guys. I mean, I was really active with it earlier, man. Dirty and Sultan was doing a little earlier this week on lives. Did you see it? I saw like a little clip, but no, I didn't see the whole thing. Yes. That is a big loss. I think if Kareem Jackson is like done, there's no way that he plays. That sucks for them. That sucks for them big time. Merry Christmas Nation. Shout out to you, Brian. What's up, man? Need a dub on Sunday. Raiders. As simple as that, my man. Who do you want as a new head coach? There's a couple of guys. I would not be mad with the what's his name? Brian Dabble. From the he's the offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills, and possibly Brian Leftwich. I would love to entertain both of those. I think that if you're staying with Derek Carr, you get Brian Dabble. Does NFL Network have all 22? They had, and they took it off. I'm not sure why. But I think that Brian Dabble, if you're staying with Derek Carr, you go out and get him. If you're staying with Derek Carr, you go out and get him. If you're not staying with Derek Carr, go out and get Brian Leftwich. Simple as that. I those are my two guys personally. I don't want Kellen Moore from Dallas. I just don't think that he has it. And yeah, I know that I don't want him. Simple as that. What is BUF buff? Is it buffering? The Marvin Leal looks nice out of Texas A&M. Yeah, I really need to get into the college film right now, but it's kind of weird that I kind of don't want to look at too much college film because at the same time, you have to buy NFL Game Pass to watch film. Sanjeet just gets it early. I had NFL Game Pass. And they weren't showing it for a large portion of the year. Portion of the year. But I don't know. If it's back up, I'll get it. I'll buy that shit right now. I don't want Tomlin if he's available. Team needs discipline. I would love Mike Tomlin, actually. Because personally, right now, I just want winners. I want somebody that's going to change our culture. I want somebody that's going to do anything possible to get our players' mindset as winners. We need winners. I would love that. This right now, Mike Tomlinson, bro, he's never had a losing record. Ever. I want that. I need that. He's a winner. He's disciplined. He takes no bullshit. I would love Mike Tomlinson. I just think that he's just a great coach. Great coach. Think about it. His quarterback is Ben Roethlisberger, and they are ahead of us in playoff contention. I would love it, me personally. Pittsburgh has way more talent for him to only have one ring. I would agree in terms of like right now. But when you're kind of stuck with Big Ben and you're stuck with the aura of Big Ben that you don't want to move on, I feel like that's what's held him back. And obviously he's the coach, but I feel like you put him in a new area where like he gets to start fresh. Oh my goodness. I think he would do amazing with this roster. I think he would do amazing with this roster. And here's what I will say. That man right there, he knows how to get receivers in late rounds. He knows a receiver when he sees one. I would love to have Mike Tomlinson. I don't think he would leave. I don't think he'd ever leave the Steelers. Ever. I think they just would have to find a replacement. But he's only 49 years old, 10-6, 12-4, 9-7, 12-4, 12-4, 8-8, 8-8, 11-5, 10-6, 13-3, 9-6, 8-8, 12-4, 7-6-1. Simple as that, man. The man is a winner. He is a winner. He is not a loser. He is not a loser. My boy says, catch you tomorrow, my boy. All right, then, man. I'll see you there, man. I'll see you there. I'll see you there, my man. I'll see you there, my man. See you over there. Yeah, I'll see you over there, my man. Opposite car argument. You're saying, oh, I mean, I can see that. I can see that. But at the same time, though, I feel like you guys know how I feel about Derek Carr, man. That was my dude. That was my guy, you know. But I just think that right now defending Carr is not in our best interest. Personally, I just don't think defending Carr is not in our best interest. Me personally, right now where we are at, where I feel like the Raiders are at as far as a team. This is where I think we are as far as a team. The Raiders, as long as they have Derek Carr, will not build around him enough. They just won't build around him enough. That's just what I think. Right now, the Raiders just won't build around Derek Carr enough. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's like that, because Derek Carr is a good quarterback. But as long as he's here, I don't think we'll give him enough to where he'll be able to win. And I'm talking about win a Super Bowl, right? If he goes to another team, they'll build around him enough to where he can make that team win a Super Bowl. And this is what I think. Right now, we're not helping him. And by us not helping him, he's not helping us. I am not doubting in my mind, if he were in Indianapolis this year, they would be fucking 12-4, right? That's not what right now. This man, Derek Carr, he's a good quarterback. No doubt in my mind. But right now, he's not winning us games. And we're not helping him. And I just feel like we won't help him for whatever stupid ass reason. So I feel like it's best for both parties to split. Do I think that would happen? No. Do I think that Derek Carr's best season could be next year if you go out and get him the pieces? Hell yes. Because there's pieces for Derek Carr on the market next year, this offseason. You can go out and fix all your wrongs that you've done with Derek Carr. You can fix that this year. Well, not all of them, but you can fix it. You can start this year. You can start by going out and getting Devontae Adams. That's just the start. You can go out. Me personally, I would love to trade for a guy like Brandon Cooks. And if you don't get Brandon Cooks, I want us to re-sign Deshaun Jackson and maybe go out and get another role player like Christian Kirk. I would love for us to do that. But it starts about like building around your quarterback. We started doing that, but we never actually built around Carr. And I just feel like right now the relationship is so divided that it'll never happen. And at that point, there's no point. There's no point. There's no point. Also, when I see our quarterback, when we lose a game and I see our quarterback kind of start pouting and moaning and bitching to the media, oh, that hurts me. That hurts me. That rubbed me the wrong way. in many ways, it rubbed me the wrong way. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It's whatever. But Cooks does get hurt a lot. He does get hurt a lot. But right now, he hasn't got hurt. He's almost at 1,000 yards this year. And I would love to have that man. Pause. I would love to have him play for us. Personally, I would. But I don't know. Davis should commit to Carr. I agree. But I feel like we should have committed to him years ago. I feel like we should have committed to him years ago. Where we are now, Derek Carr's this, Derek Carr's that, Derek Carr's this. We're not committing to him at this point. We're just going to try and fix burnt bridges. That's what I think we are. That's where I think we are with Derek Carr. Anything we do, we're going to try and fix burnt bridges. Unless you go out and get Davante Adams and you really build around Derek Carr this offseason. Do I think Derek Carr's a bad quarterback? No. Do I think that he's the answer for the Raiders right now? No. Because we are not building around him. And we have proved to not build around him. And if we're not going to build around Derek Carr, then it's going to do no good to have him here. That's just what it is. He's never had the talent that he's needed, and we've never provided him with the talent that he's needed. Ever. That's not his fault. That's not mine and yours fault. That's the people above. That's the people above's fault. That's what it is. That's what it is. Carr is a good quarterback. But what he's doing right now, it's not going to get us to a Super Bowl. And it's not his fault. There's things that is his fault when he throws stupid-ass interceptions, when he's not willing to take risk and run out of the pocket, which he's done. Thankfully, going forward, he's been doing that. Against the Cowboys, I knew we were going to win that game because I saw him moving in the pocket. I saw him moving around outside the pocket. I saw him break contain and actually try and run and extend plays. And when he's doing that, I feel like there's no other quarterback that can win that game besides him. But guess what? When you have the games where DC is not willing to step up in the pocket, because we've had those games. We had that game a week before that when we lost to the Washington football team. He wasn't willing to step up in the pocket. But guess what? A week later, against the fucking Browns, going up against Myles Garrett, he's willing to step up in the pocket. And it's not that there's no lanes for him. He's had lanes. He just doesn't take them. Right? But guess what? Same to what I was going with before. We are not helping Carr, therefore he is not helping us. He doesn't have what he needs. And as long as he's here, for some stupid reason, the Raiders aren't going to give him what he needs. And that is the Raiders organization's fault. We are failing Derek Carr. And as a result of us failing Derek Carr, he's failing us. So what that means to me, get rid of him. Because it seems like he's not what the organization wants. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But if you do think that Derek Carr is your quarterback going forward, get Davante Adams. You start there. Longtime friend, played with college with him, broke numerous records with him. Go forward with him. If you think Derek Carr is the guy, build around him this offseason. Do it. You have the money to do it. So do it. Have a good draft class and move forward with Derek Carr. If you think that he's your guy. If there's what if, get rid of him. If that's your guys' thought with Derek Carr, what if, get rid of him. Because then you guys are going to hold back on what you're going to build around him. Simple as that. Simple as that. That's what it is. That's what it is with Derek Carr. Not his fault. But there is a lot of shit that he does wrong that people try and act blind to when he does wrong. He's done a lot of wrong as well. He's played a lot of games ass. Definitely. It is what it is. He's not willing to give his receivers shots. And I understand why. Because they fucking suck 80% of the time. But you still have to do that in order to win games. He's like it goes both ways with Derek Carr and the Raiders, man. It goes both ways. It definitely does. It definitely goes both ways. So if you can find a trade partner, do it. Because I would accept a trade, and I think that Derek Carr has a lot of value in a trade. But do I think we'll actually trade him? No. Do I think that we'll build around him like we should? No. It sucks. We should build around him better, but we won't. But we won't. We need to sell the team to Amazon. God damn, I would love that. I would love that. Fucking, who's the owner of Amazon? Jeff Bezos? Yeah, he would have us right. Ooh, he would have us good. Davis is the ultimate problem. I agree. He's not like his father. He doesn't give a fuck about football. He is a businessman. He wants to know how he can make more money. Yes, it starts with Mark Davis. It does. When your freaking owner is saying it's nice to win off the field when you're not winning on the field, you're done. You are the problem at that point. And guess what? He's not like his father. His father would have done anything and everything for this team to win. And that's a fact. His father was willing to go to court and lawsuits with the NFL in order to have this team winning ball games. His son is not like that. His son is not like that. Mark Davis is not like that. He's not. He's not like that. He's a businessman. He's I don't know. But yeah, fucking Mark Davis sucks. It's very sad, Willie. Very sad. It's fucking pathetic is what it is. Fucking pathetic. That's what it really is. It's pathetic. Stupid as hell, man. But, hey, man, it's Mark Davis for you. It's the Raiders for you. It's the team we all love. It's the team we all love. And we will continue to support this team whether it sucks or is great. But that's one of the only things that's keeping Mark Davis afloat is us, Raider fans. Only thing that's keeping him afloat right now. Our loyalty to his shitty team, to his shitty team's, to what his shitty team is performing is what's keeping him afloat right now. That's what it is. We are saving this fucking man, Mark Davis. We are saving this man. Because no matter what, we're going to support him and his team. We're going to support his team. The team that he owns. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. What's up with the A's, my brother? You're asking the wrong man. I'm from Oakland. I love the A's. It's the only team that I'll actually root for, like in terms of baseball. But I'm nowhere near a diehard A's fan like how I am with the Raiders. I'm Raiders everything. You will never see me with another team's nothing in terms of football. I'm not like that with the A's. So I wouldn't even be able to name one player on the roster, but I will wear their hats because they got some badass hats. But I also wear other teams in hats in terms of baseball because I'm not a baseball fan. But I support the A's. But asking the wrong person in terms of the A's, man. You need to go over to Graphic Raider. That man will tell you how the A's are doing, and I don't think they're doing too good because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Casino money saved him. A lot of shit saved Mark Davis, man. A lot of shit saved Mark Davis. A lot of it. A's also moving to LV. Well, that's fucking sad. Man, Oakland doesn't know how to keep shit. What's new, though? What's fucking new? Pathetic. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Wait, is that confirmed that they're moving to Vegas? They missed the playoffs. Is that confirmed that they're moving to Vegas? Confirmed, though? Confirmed. Thoughts on Atlas winning, giving us Raider fans hope? I was happy that I was happy that they won it because of Rafa Marquez. I wanted to see Rafa Marquez happy. But I mean, I'm an America fan, man. So I don't really like Atlas, but I was happy for Rafa Marquez, if you know what I mean. Um, let's see. Prediction for Sunday's game. Win. I do think we'll win this game. Personally, I do think we'll win this game. Score wise, I don't know, fucking 17-10. 17-10 is what I'll say score wise. I don't think that our team will put up a lot of points, but I also don't think that Drew Lock will put up a lot of points personally. Now this could be a game where Derek Carr throws for 5 million yards, but not a lot of TDs. Fuck. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I do think we'll win. Maybe 17-10 or something like that, man. Yeah. Doug Peterson, Andy, what do you think? He won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles against Tom Brady in February. Here's my thing with Doug Peterson. If he's willing to come in as a offensive coordinator, and then you go out and get a Brian Leftwich or a Brian Dabble, and they're willing to work together, I'll bring in Doug Peterson. But if Doug Peterson wants to be the guy, he wants to call the shots, he wants to be the head coach, no, stay your ass home. Stay your ass home. That's what I think. There's been talks of them going to LV. They also checked out a few locations there. Okay. Yeah, man. Well, if the A's go to fucking Las Vegas, well, won't be the first Oakland team to do it. Fun, right? Wouldn't be the fucking first. Damn. Jacobs to have a game. The numbers, I don't think Jacobs will have a good game this year. His best game was like 88 yards, man. That's fucking sad. His best game was like 88 yards. I understand a lot of his production is with the offensive line. But personally, when I see Peyton Barber come in, when I see Trey Regis come in, when I see Kenyon Drake when he wasn't hurt come in, and they're getting chunk plays, they're getting 10, 11-yard runs, I'm starting to think that it's not just the offensive line. It's Josh Jacobs sucking. That's what I think. Who do you think is choosing the next coach, Mark or Mayock? I hope to God it's not Mark Davis, because he'll go ahead and fucking sign Urban Meyer. He doesn't know shit about football, man. I would like Mayock to do it. We need a new, young, solid head coach to stay with the Raiders for years. Tired of so much coaches change. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't necessarily say that it needs to be young, right? Hence Mike Tomlin. He's about almost 50 years old. I think you can keep him around for fucking 10 years if you were to get him, but it'd be hard to get him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout to my boy Omar, man. He says, I think we should keep DC, especially if he takes under 30 mil a year. This QB draft is bad. 2023 is better. Word is the Saints are wanting DC. Well, the thing is, DC would thrive in New Orleans. Like, he would win in New Orleans. He would win. The other thing is, though, is I think that Derek Carr would take under 30 million a year to stay with us personally. But I think that if you're looking at the 2023 draft class, there's no point of signing DC to a contract. You just let him play out his deal that he has. You let him play his last year, which is next year. And then you go out and get a quarterback in that draft class. But like I said, man, with Derek Carr, he hasn't been helped. Therefore, he's not helping us. He can't. With no help, he can't help us. There's been games where he shows that, oh my God, he's showing us what he can do. But then there's also been games where he's shown, well, goddamn, this man can't work for shit here. So yes, Derek Carr I would like to keep him if you're willing to truly build around Derek Carr. I would love to keep him. I would love to. If you're willing to truly build around him. But that's our problem. I don't think this organization is willing to truthfully build around him. So let him go at that point. Get what you can get out of him and let him go. I like that's what I think. That's what I think. Yeah. My boy says DC would work in a lot of teams. Yes. Easy. Give me Waller for Michael Thomas. They both don't want to play for their teams. Only fair. This organization is trash. Omar. Rihondo Carpenter saying someone close to Devontae Adams situation. He wants to play with Derek Carr. He can choose Las Vegas over staying in Green Bay. But there's not anything else. Listen, if here's my thing. If Derek Carr is here next year, Devontae Adams will be a Raider. If Derek Carr is not here next year, Devontae Adams will not be a Raider. He won't be here no more. He's done. That chance, that thought, that hope, done. But if Derek Carr is here next year, that man would be a Raider. He will be a Raider. But if he's not, we might as well get that thought out of our head. Simple as that. Simple as that, man. That's just what it is. Personally, I think that's just what it is. That's just how I think it is right now, going forward. Going forward, that's just how I think it is. Sounds like wherever Derek goes, that's where Devontae will go. I mean, can't really blame him, right? Can't really blame him. Devontae Adams, for one, can choose anywhere he goes. Anywhere he goes, they'll take him. They'll take him. And that's how it should be. He's deserved and he's earned that. He can choose where he goes. Now, will he choose the Raiders? If Derek Carr is here, yes, he will. If Derek Carr is not here, no, he won't. That's just what I think. Personally. That's just what I think. Gotta step out. Peace, Andy, and go Raiders. Hit that sub 2.79K. Yeah, man. Hit that sub button. I think I was already at 2.8, but since I was gone for a little bit, people hit that unsubscribe. It is what it is, though. I ain't tripping. But yes. Yes. Shout out to my boy Raider Champion, man. Always showing love. Always showing love. Always. Always. And stay safe, Raider Champion. Stay safe, man. Adams might stay in Green Bay if they win the Super Bowl. I don't think they'll win the Super Bowl, and I don't think he wants to play with Jordan Love. And I don't think that Aaron Rodgers is going to stay in Green Bay even if they do win the Super Bowl. And if if Aaron Rodgers is not there, then there's no way he stays in Green Bay, even if they do win. If that made any sense. Andy, what other pieces would we need if we added Adams? You go out and you get a right tackle. You go out and you get another guard. Possibly a guard that can go both sides, center and guard. I would love a Connor Williams. I would love for us to get a right tackle as well. I would love for us to also add another receiver. I think here's the route. If you keep DC, you go out, you get Devontae Adams, and then you draft a young receiver. If you don't keep DC and you get a young quarterback, then you go out and you get fucking A-Rob and Michael Gallup. And then you also build your offensive line, and then you try and re-sign as much as you can on the defense and maybe make one or two signings on the defense. That's what you do. Yeah, never mind. He's not playing with Love. Yeah, no, he's not playing with Jordan Love. Fuck, no, he's not playing with Jordan Love. Draft Desmond Ryder to develop. I'm not with the developing personally. I ain't with them. Sorry. I don't really like having to develop guys. Have a safe Christmas and New Year, Andy. Appreciate you, my boy. I'm pretty sure we'll see each other before the New Year, but yes. Same goes to you, man. Adams and Carr would be Burrow and Chase on steroids. I like that. I like that thinking. I like that thinking because I think that's very accurate. I think that's very accurate, personally. Was good, Andy. Merry Christmas, brother. Sick Christmas hat. Appreciate you, Armando, man. But yes, Merry Christmas to you too and your family. And your family. But let's see. Andy was good. What's up, Vital? What's up, my man? Green Bay is in cap hell. They're what? Green Bay is in cap hell. $39 million over the cap. Yikes. They can't sign Adams and Rodgers. There you go. They can't. I think they also have some other pretty big players on contract years as well. So, yeah. Only way we keep Carr is if he takes $20 million a year. Sad truth. No, I think we'll keep him if he takes like 25. I send mine's full effect. To all nation, Merry Christmas. Same to you, my man. Whew. Packers may franchise tag. They can't. They have no money. They have no money. And look, if they do franchise tag him, there's two things. He could just not sign the franchise tag. And number two, if they do franchise tag him and he comes out and says, I don't want to play here, you're done. You lose all your bargaining chips. Somebody can offer you a third-round pick and you have to take it because you can't afford the contract. You can't afford the contract at that point. You know? No way Carr gets less than 35. Yeah, I know, Vital. It is what it is, man. Let's see. Omar, what is a top team without a good QB, a.k.a. Denver? It's pointless to have a rookie QB or any QB that isn't decent. We are blessed to have DC. There you go. It goes both ways, man. The Derek Carr argument, it goes both ways, man. Do you really think we're keeping Carr? Man, I have no fucking clue. I have no clue because there's some days where Derek Carr looks like he cannot be stopped. There's other days where Derek Carr looks like, okay, what the fuck is going on? You know? But then the days that it's like, okay, well, what the fuck is going on? You also have to look at the pieces that he has around him. Because he doesn't have a lot of pieces, if any, besides Waller and Renfro. Besides that, he's kind of playing fucking football with one person. The cap can be reworked for a player like Adams. It can, but when you're already $40 million over the cap, John, they'll be pretty fucked if they franchise tag Davante Adams. That would put them at like over $60 freaking million in negative money. I'm not sure how much you can rework around that, unless you have the Saints GM. Then you're sitting pretty. But yeah, no. Adams not getting tagged, he's going to get paid. Yeah, Davante Adams, I mean, he deserves to get his money. He deserves to get his money. No doubt about it. And he deserves it. The only reason why guys in the NFL are somewhat okay with the franchise tag is because it makes you one of the highest paid at your position for 1 year. So it's kind of good for both players. Even if they can't agree on a contract, you know, well, the player can kind of say, okay, well, I'm getting a good amount of money. I'm getting top dollar in my position. I'm staying where I'm at. And necessarily the franchise tag was made so that teams that couldn't make a contract in the offseason, they can franchise tag them and they can use that to their advantage so they can try and extend them either during the season or have something already made in plan to where they can just sign an extension in the offseason. But teams right now are utilizing that. I think right now teams are utilizing that in a way different manner. They're using that to, you know, kind of strap down or tie down some players, you know. I think Adams would sign, if he came here, he'd sign 4 years, $100 million. Yeah, $25 million a year. That's definitely what he is worth, you know. Just depends if the Raiders are willing to do that. Let's see. A bad organization, no couch Zay Jones. Shouldn't be on any team. Jacobs forgot how to run. Waller's holding out. O-line is completely gone. Parker should be working. Man, Sam Parker should work at McDonald's. That's fucking funny. I'm not even going to lie. That shit's funny. I'm not even going to lie to you, man. Carr can't take 25. The league won't let that happen. Why would you say that? He has no bargaining chips. If he truthfully wants to be a Raider for life, the Raiders can offer him $1 or else he'll retire. He has no bargaining chips. He's said that he would play for no other team. No other team. He's made his money. He's made his $150 million. He's made his money. Agents decide. Listen, man. At the end of the day, the agent doesn't sign the contract for him. It is what it is. He's made his money, man. He's already made his money. Doesn't want to play nowhere else. He's lost his bargaining chips. Okay, you had a great year, but at the same time, you're not top 10. You're not. I don't think Derek Carr is top 10 in freaking touchdowns. He has 19 touchdowns to 11 picks. That's not that great at all. Like, yeah, you're positive. Okay. $1. Yeah, obviously it's not gonna be $1, but yeah. Yes. You know, I don't really think he has many options, Vital. I don't. If Rodgers retires or is traded, a lot of money will be freed up. 19 touchdowns and 21 turnovers. So he has 10 fumbles? Hold on, Cash Lord, he has 10 fumbles? Ooh. That's tough. Okay, two clutch. Let's take away 3 picks. 19 touchdowns to 18. Definition of average, right? Why does an average quarterback deserve $35 million? And I'm not saying Derek Carr's average, but I'm saying if you're going basically 19 for 19 or 19 for 18, that's basically the definition of average pending one more turnover. Why does an average quarterback deserve $35 million? Jameis Winston went 30 for 30, 30 touchdowns, 30 picks, and he's getting nowhere near that. Obviously, different scenario. He had a great defense. He had Mike. What the fuck is it? Chris Godwin, Mike Adams, Mike Adams. The fuck is his name? Is it Mike Adams? I don't fucking remember his name. They got the Mike whatever. Chris Godwin. They got all them dudes, right? It's a little bit different, but you know. How many TDs does Jacobs have? I say Carr got him those lack of TDs in the red zone. DC should just ball up and protect the ball. Mike Evans, there you go. I'd give him 18 mil. Yeah, dude, Derek Carr deserves money. But I also think that $35 million is too much. Personally. That's just what I think. I also think that $35 million is too much. We're talking about when we were 3-0, $35 million. Yes, that's deserved. We are 7-7. Having losses on our records to the Giants, the Bears, Washington. Not good losses. Losses to shitty teams. But yeah, I agree, bro. That's something though. that is a knock. For me, that's something that's a knock for Carr. Him not being vocal enough. Him not being vocal enough. And I know it can come off as, he's being humble or he doesn't want to really impede with anything, but I think that's a knock. I think your quarterback should be very, very vocal. Personally. Good thing we beat most playoff. Yes, exactly. That's true. We are very lucky. That's true. Carr needs to find a barber. Damn, man. But listen, y'all. Been on here for about an hour and a half. I love every single one of y'all. Thank y'all for coming on. I'm gonna be live tomorrow. At least 1 hour minimum tomorrow. So pull in tomorrow. I hope everybody, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, has great time, great family time. Have a great weekend. Be safe. If you guys do celebrate Christmas, well, Merry Christmas to you guys. I hope you guys, get gifts and all that kind of stuff. But truthfully, it's not about that, man. It's spending time with your family and your loved ones. And I hope every single one of you guys, just has a good time. But most importantly, stay safe, man. Stay safe because there's weird shit going on in this world. You got Corona and hella other shit. So stay safe. Spend time with your family. Good quality time with your family. I love y'all. I'll be on here tomorrow. And then after that, most likely on Sunday as well. After we put a beat down on the Broncos. And then when we're 1 inch closer to the playoffs. So I'll be on there for that, man. But like I said, man, I appreciate every single one of you guys. I hope every one of you guys stay safe. Love y'all, Raider Nation. Let's go 8-7, man. Let's go get our 8th win.